Hi, how's everyone? Welcome back. Thank you for returning. Hello and welcome if you are new. I'm glad you found me. This is the morning energy read. Good morning, everyone. Let's get one card for the current energy for today, 3 clarifiers, and I'll get an oracle message. So we're using the Vice Versa Tarot deck and then the Angels and Ancestors Oracle messages. Remember, not all messages resonate for everyone the same way. So leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in the timeline. So let's get one card, please. All right, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. 10, the wheel. Okay, but I believe this is on the back side. So it's talking about cycles, fate, and destiny. Times always change. This is a reminder that things are on the move. It talks about divine timing. Since this is a major arcana card, it is saying that the energy of things changing is out of our control. So that's why they call it divine timing. The divine is in control of this timing. So let's get 3 clarifiers. We've got the 6 of Cups. Okay, so this could have to do with some kind of nostalgia from the past that we're going to be interacting with today. It says the past was sweet, but so can the future be. So go forward. Okay, let's clarify 2 more, please. What is with the 6 of Cups? We've got a Queen of Wands on the back side. It's time to time to feed the inner fire. This is about energy conservation. And one more, please, for today's energies. And then we'll get the interpretation here. Just one, please. Times changing, times turning, cycles, fate, and destiny coming around with a 6 of Cups, nostalgia from the past. Okay. I want to keep that. I don't like how it fell out. Oh, I'll keep it. Somebody's coming in hot and reckless. Bottom of the deck, the 2 of Cups. Interesting. So this could have to do with love, because we've got some cups here. So, this is talking about cycles coming back around. Okay, so the front side of the Wheel of Fortune is looks like this, and it says use your willpower to ride the wheel and influence your fate. You make your destiny. But this is on the reverse. So this is the back side of the card, and it says times always change. This is timeless turning, cycles, fate, and destiny. So on the one hand, it's saying that you can create your own destiny, or heavily favor your true destiny if you learn to go with the flow of the wheel instead of trying to work against it. Remember, this is divine energy. That major arcana is powers outside of our control. So as soon as we come to the conclusion that we cannot stop the turning of time. What was in the past is in the past, and we need to move forward to our new destiny, okay? And again, this comes up with the 6 of Cups. The past is the past, but it was so sweet and so wonderful. And those 6 cups are full with flowers, which is, pure intentions. And here you see these 2 lovers, and he's standing on the walkway, and she looks like either she's swimming there, maybe she could be a mermaid that, could be a siren luring him into the water. But she is definitely beckoning him to come into the waters of emotions with her. In there are memories, and feelings and passion and change and everything that was sweet about this past partnership, this connection, this relationship. It was sweet in the past. Do you know why, though? Is because this is like pre lovers energy, the Six of Cups. It is kind of a soulmate energy. It could be someone from your past, from your deep past, childhood, teenage years, young adulthood, someone from the past where the partnership was easy and loving and equitable and cheerful and you were supportive of each other. Everything was sweet. But it's because it's before life got a chance to actually test it. So that's why when we look back on those relationships that were so sweet with that warm nostalgia, it's an illusion because there's no telling what that could have turned into in the modern times, in present day timeline. So there was something sweet that was in the past, that either that situation, something like it, or maybe you're just reminiscing about when the partnerships weren't so hard. So, next to that, we've got this Queen of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I give the Queen to the higher sign, so that would be for me is Sagittarius, but don't get hung up on that. It's any of the fire signs. She's magnetic and warm and charming and outwardly dynamic. So that is the front side of the card, which is the outer self. But we got dealt the back side, which is the inner self. So this is the back of her throne. It's all gnarled with wood. It's grown over. It's been a lot of time here has passed. She has gone inward a little bit. This is a pulling back of her energy. Um, this is like me time, turning the fires inward. What's wrong, baby? It says time to feed the inner fire and energy conservation. So yeah, but this could be saying that reminiscing about the past, feeding so much energy into this Six of Cups that you're being, I wouldn't say haunted by, but I feel like somebody's living in these memories and they've been giving so much of their own energy to dwelling in these memories because they were so sweet and so good, and it was before anything was, anything was painful. It was just everything was sweet back then. So I feel like there's some in the collective that may be dwelling a little bit in this past um memories. Okay, so this is saying that you need to feed some of your own fire. You got to conserve your energy. But why? And here we have the Knight of Swords on the backside. He's been coming out a lot lately. This is a little bit of recklessness though. The Knight of Swords, or I'm sorry, this is the Knight of Wands. Okay. So we've got the Queen of Wands turned backward and the Knight of Wands turned backward. I feel like that, and then we're talking about the Wheel of Fortune turning forward, but we've got the Six of Cups reminiscing, we've got the Queen of Cups looking backwards, and the Knight of Queen of Wands. I apologize, I do stutter pretty badly. So let's start that over. We've got the Wheel of Fortune talking about turning forward, cycles coming around, and destiny, times always changing. But then we got the Six of Cups talking about someone who's reminiscing, going backwards in the timeline in their memories in order to dwell in something that was very sweet. Then we've got the Queen of Wands looking backwards and the Knight of Wands looking backwards. Again, fire energy. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. The Knight being the middle child, I usually give it to Leo. So we've got Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Don't get hung up on the placement. It's just the energy, the sign. Six of Cups, I believe, might be Cancer energy. So we've got someone with Cancer and fire energy here. This Knight of Wands talks about being fearless, reckless, dramatic, a little bit of an adrenaline junkie. I heard in it for the thrill. I heard in it for the thrill, coming in for the thrill. Okay, well, what does that mean? Is he coming for the queen, or is the queen thinking about him? I believe some in the collective here are the queen, and they're telling me they're leaning the energy more towards the queen is thinking about this fiery knight who was very thrilling in the past, and perhaps she is looking for that now in the present and in the future, somebody who can match that energy because of what she remembers from that energy of the past. So this person, you, this could be you if you're resonating, you might not be thinking about that particular person, but you are thinking about a person in the future who would match the energy of something you had in the past that was sweet. Now they're telling me that you will find it if you roll along with the wheel and move forward. They want me to mention something that they had revealed to me about a year or two ago, talking about when we lose someone or something, we tend to freeze. And so this like could be like a breakup, like in the past, where two people broke up and somebody froze in time, because when we're children and we feel lost or we get lost or separated from our loved ones like our parents, we're taught and it's drilled into us to stay put. So if your parents tell you we ever get separated, stay where you are because we'll circle back around and find you. So a lot of times when we find ourselves in a position in life where we feel lost or we've lost someone, we freeze, and we actually freeze ourselves in time, hoping that the person will come back and find us where we were left, right? But it doesn't work like that. You have to move forward. That's what the wheel is talking about. Times keep turning. You have to keep moving forward because they're not going to be there in the past. You're waiting in a past that doesn't exist anymore. It's an illusion. So if you wait there, stuck in the past, you're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss meeting up with that person in the future. Okay? So move forward, go towards your destiny, go towards your future, because this Six of Cups may meet you there, right? In a different form. So even if it's not the same person, it's going to be an arrangement that feels the same, but in a more mature way. Okay? There was something else that they wanted me to say, and I kind of talked over it. Just reiterating that you can't sit still when the wheel is turning. You're going to miss your destiny because it's in the future. You have to go towards it and meet up with it there. You can't sit in that Six of Cups in the past and hope for it to come back, because the wheel doesn't turn backwards. It always moves forward. So that's what it was saying here about learning to, on the front side of the wheel where it says, use your willpower to ride the wheel and influence your fate, because you can't stop it. Okay? And then, like I said, bottom of the deck here, you've got the Two of Cups. So, I mean, that's what's waiting. And we do have a card of inner conflict here. And then the Knight of Swords on the bottom of that. Yeah, some energy is conflicted about this. But see, now this Five of Wands in this deck, it doesn't mean just contention for no reason. This is actually friendly contention. This is sparring and debate. This is verbal jousting, but productive. It's safe, it's challenging, it helps you grow, it helps you learn. This could be inner debate, it could be debate with somebody about your Two of Cups here in the future. But underneath that, you had the Knight of Swords. And this says, a mind that wanders hides a heart that is seeking home. And that's what this is all about. You feel like your home, your heart's home, is this Six of Cups in the past, but you need to move forward. That Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck, and he goes forth with the sword of truth towards his Two of Cups. Even if there is contention here, even if I feel this is like inner conflict, even if there's inner conflict there, go towards your future because that knight is moving towards you and you have to meet him there. In the meantime, with this Queen of Wands in the reverse, you have to feed your fire back to yourself, not give so much energy feeding into something that is no longer alive, that the memories from the past that doesn't exist anymore. So pull back that energy that you've been feeding into the hope and the fear and the regret that you missed out on something. Rejuvenate your own self, and it will rejuvenate your ambition to move forward. Okay, so that's what I have for the energies. Let's get an ancestor oracle message, please, for the collective for today's daily energies. So that's the lesson for today. The wheel keeps turning. Move with it. Stop trying to pull it backwards because that Six of Cups from the past is no longer valid. It's not alive anymore. You have to ride the wheel forwards. Let it slingshot you forward to your new destiny, because you have a Two of Cups waiting there for you. And regardless of your inner conflict, your heart is still looking for its home. So meet up with it in the future. Don't get stuck in the memories of the past. There's a good one. Let's see what this is. Autumn. Okay. Autumn is good. They're a couple months away. What, like 3 months away? What are we? May, June, July, August, and then September, October, November. So autumn. So go forward because it's 3 to 6 months in the future. If you keep trying to pull that wheel backwards and living in the past, you're never going to meet up with it over there. I hope that made sense. I really hope that resonated. Sometimes I can see the symbolism, but I don't quite describe things very well, so I hope that resonated. Basically, if you feel lost, don't get stuck. They're not coming back to the past to find you. They're going to meet you in the future. So ride the wheel towards the future and your destiny. Oh, I like that. Autumn. Release the old and rest. Yeah, that's what that Queen of Wands was talking about. Pull your energy back to you. Refuel your fire here. This is release all the pressure and expectations weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. This is you know what is heavy, you know what's holding you back. Is it a person, a situation, a dream? Like the trees letting go of their leaves and fruit in the autumn, it's time to let it go. When you hold on, what did I say about holding on to the wheel? When you hold on, you try to control reality, and that never works. When you let go, you make space for the new to enter your life. You're learning, or you are being guided by your angels and nature herself to release whatever is stopping you from moving forward. And you can do this. Look, guys, I might stutter like an asshole, but my cards don't lie. What was I just talking about moving forward? And then we get the autumn card reiterating everything I just said. When the autumn card arrives in the future position of a spread, or as the last card in the reading, as it did this time, it can also indicate that the coming autumn will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. So I know this was a daily, But I think the energy here is the Six of Cups, that nostalgia and longing for something that was beautiful, like something you had in the past. But it's saying that if you just move forward, keep moving, keep living, keep learning, keep growing, heal, put some of that fiery Queen of Wands energy into you so that you can shed things that you need to and move forward, because your destiny is in the future, and it's helping you, it's reminding you today to prepare for that future coming toward, going towards it. Okay, that's what I have. What do we have coming up later? We've got Capricorn placements later today. All right, I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you for sticking with me until I see you again. Okay, thanks. Bye.